Was sponsored by EDF Energy. Spot the orange capsule at 1 o'clock. Orange, EDF's corporate colours, but we are no longer sponsored by the EDF. We are now the plain old simple London Eye. 32 capsules, 1 to 33, number 13 missed out for those who feel a bit nervous. You can do lots on the eye. You can have a host having a chat with you about the history of London. You can do a bit of chocolate tasting, wine tasting, cheese tasting, makeup capsule, origami making, cupcake making, flower arranging, bring your stamp collecting, do a bit of knitting and crocheting, a bit of sticky back plastic making, and you can even arrange a meeting on the London Eye. It's all true. And you can get married up there as well. You do your I-dos at the top, and then it's down all the way from there. One rotation, 30 minutes. The South Bank area is on your right, dedicated to arts and culture. There's the Royal Festival Hall, built in 1951 for the Festival of Britain. Home to the London Philharmonic, interior modernised July 2007. Currently home to the Festival of Love. Next door to on your right behind the trees are two smaller concert halls. Queen Elizabeth Hall and the Purcell Room dates back to the 70s, and there's a boat on top of that building there on your right hand side. That's actually a hotel room for one couple called Room for London. You book that via a ballot system. If you get picked, it's over £400 for your one night stay. A boat on a building. What a ridiculous idea. We're passing under Waterloo Bridge. The original bridge across this part of the Thames was once the Strand Bridge, and the street Strand behind those buildings on your left. Renamed Waterloo Bridge after the Great Battle of Waterloo back in 1815, this version around about 1944. There's a bit more of the South Bank area on your right. This large grey building with the electronic advertising. It's our National Theatre. It's home to three theatres, the Olivier, Cottesloe and Littleton Theatre. One of our great actors, the late great Sir Laurence Olivier, was the first artistic director of National Theatre back in the 70s. Typical 1970s modernist brutalism architecture. Let's have a look at like a gargantuan giant gherkin. Hence, we call that building altogether now the Gherkin. I must confess, I'm totally underwhelmed by all of this modern tomfoolery. On your right, there's a building with a tower with a zero, the cross and the zero, the Oxo Tower. Once the old factory goes to make the Oxo stock cubes, once a meat packet and production warehouse as well. No longer, of course. What's there today? Well, there's a restaurant below the tower, apartments in the centre, shops and art galleries on its lower level. But there's one of my favourites over there on the left, that cathedral with a large dome, St. Paul's Cathedral, designed by the nation's most famous architect, Sir Christopher Wren, stands over on the site of Ludgate Hill, where cathedrals have been since the 7th century. And that one replaced the ginormous medieval version which burnt down during the Great Fire of 1666. 1675, Sir Christopher Wren was commissioned as St. Paul's, eventually completed late 1710, so it's 304 years old, 365 feet tall, 1 foot for every day of the year, of course. I'll talk more about St. Paul's shortly, but directly on your left, this curved building with all the columns, Unilever House, home to McVitie's, Dove and other huge companies.